Alright, I don't care what you say, I don't care what you think, but this is the Pokemon that has the most hexy powers I've ever seen in any Pokemon Wi-Fi battle match. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. What is up? It is Castle the Perfect here. I am bringing you a Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle match against Zack, aka Smash Bros Pro 33. Link will be down in the description, and as you can tell by the Pokemon that you're seeing on the screen right now, this is a UU tier 5th generation Pokemon Wi-Fi match, and I'm gonna lead it with by myself, and he's gonna lead it with the Darmanitan. He's gonna go for the U-turn. Fortunately for him, he did not take me out, but it was also impossible for him to take me out with a U-turn, knowing that I do have, or I'm holding actually Focus Sash with by myself. So it was basically impossible for him to take me out on the first turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and set out my Stealth Rocks and then Nasty Plot on the switch. I mean on the Registeel, because I pretty much knew that he was about to set up the Stealth Rocks. So I took that opportunity to go for the Nasty Plot and then do some damage with the T-Bolt. Unfortunately, he takes me out with the Iron Head on the next turn, and I'm gonna be able to send out my Horny right here. Now, basic knowledge, I am not gonna go for the close combat, knowing that he still got 5 other Pokemon on his team. And knowing that he's got a Uxie on his team, which I saw at the previous, at the beginning of the match where the teams are shown, I was pretty certain that he would make that switch, and I actually predicted that right and went for the Mega Horn and took him out. Now he's gonna bring Dot Soul, which is basically his Darmanitan. He's gonna go for the Flare Blitz. I'm gonna make a switch into Eterna right here. And I'm definitely gonna change the moveset of this Pokemon to a Sleep Talker Melodic, because this Burn Orb and Recovery is not really working out, and I saw someone telling me in the comments that Sleep Talker works actually better. So I might as well try that out on the next match that I am gonna make after this video. So anyways, I am going to go for the Ice Beam, predicting the switch of Darmanitan into the Sceptile. Another awesome prediction on my part. I end up hitting the Sceptile, which did about, I believe, 65% damage, or 70, something like that. And then he's gonna go for this, the Grass type attack, which I was predicting. That's why I actually switched into Horny, thinking that I might survive it, but unfortunately Sceptile is holding the choice specs. I could tell by the amount of damage that it did, because even with a Life Orb Modus Max special attack, it will not be able to take me out with a Leaf Storm. Especially because Heracross got a very good special defense, but he took me out nonetheless, so that pretty much shows me that he's holding the choice specs. Now, Horny is down, which is a shame, because it was definitely one of those Pokemons that could have, done a lot against his team. But nonetheless, I'm gonna bring out my Yellowbird, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up the Light Screen, knowing that he's got a Sceptile, and that Sceptile might do some heavy damage to my team in the near future. So that was the reasoning behind the Light Screen move right there. So he is going to go for the Seismic Toss, because Iron Head is definitely not going to do that much damage. Because it's not super effective. It's actually resisted, because Zapdos is electric type, and electric type Pokemons are resisted against steel type Pokemon. So I am basically gonna hoard the Recover move and the T-Bolts right here, because I truly wanted to do as much damage as I could against the Registeel, and I was actually crossing fingers and also hoping that he does not have rest on his move pool, because that would be atrocious, and that would definitely destroy my entire team. A Registeel that cannot basically die, because I do not have any attacking move that can basically do more than 50% damage each time I used it, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, he makes a switch into this thing, predicting my Roost, which was kind of predictable, and here is where things didn't really went my way, because I did in fact gave him the opportunity to take the lead here, which was, kind of stupid on my part, but at the same time, hey, I still need to get used to everything. So I'm gonna go for the Donald Duck after he took out my Zapdos. And I'm gonna take one Flare Blitz. I know the Rico is gonna take out the Darmanitan, so I took this opportunity to go for the Recover and recover the damage that he actually did on the turn that he used Flare Blitz, which actually ended up working in my favor. So everything went as planned, so that's pretty good. Now he's gonna go for the Kojondo, or Mian Shao, I don't even know how the thing is called, and he's gonna go for the Stone Edge. Now I actually predicted him to not go for the Fighting attack, predicting a switch, and it worked out in my favor. So I go for the T-Wave and paralyze this thing. Now at this point I thought, well, he will go for the Fighting attack this time, and I'm gonna make a switch into Victoria, knowing that Victoria has got, you know, the psychic type, but unfortunately it looks like he's locked into something, which he actually told me at the end of the match that he's holding a choice band, and that did in fact work against my favor, and he took out my Victoria, which is aka my Victini, and that sucks because Victini could have done a lot more in this match. And the same goes for Heracross, but hey, the Pokemons themselves cannot make a choice, right? They need a trainer like me, and if I am stupid, they are stupid as well. So, anyways, I'm gonna bring out my Eterna right here. Now, I was actually hoping for him to go for the Leaf Storm, but he did not went for that move, which is unfortunate. He goes for the Giga Drain instead. I did not predict that. I didn't really think he had two Grass type attacks, but hey, it works in his favor. It took me off guard. So I'm gonna bring out my Donald Duck here, and I'm very sure that I can at least leave one Giga Drain. I know he will be regaining HP each turn that he uses a Giga Drain. I don't want to go for the Tri Attack or anything like that. I just want to slow this thing down. I want to make it slower than any Pokemon on my team, because my team is basically not the fastest. It's basically a team, you know, built around defense and stuff like that. So he's gonna go for another Giga Drain, and that's gonna do a lot of damage. I'm gonna continue to go for the Recover, and he's basically using Recover as well. I mean, Giga Drain brought him back to full health, as you can see. And at this point, I'm like, okay, one more Giga Drain, and I'm gonna go on the offensive. I am gonna go for the Tri Attack because truly I don't really have anything else to do. So I will go for the Recover on this turn still. I was actually thinking I will go full health and then go on the offensive. But it looks like he made a switch into Mian Shao or Kujondo. I don't quite remember the name of this thing. And I ended up hitting him with a Tri Attack, and it did more than 50% damage. He unfortunately got the HAX, which I was like, yeah. But then this happens, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the match. Seriously, Porigon 2 is gotta be the most hexiest Pokemon ever in the history of Pokemon. Look at this. I go for the Tri Attack. I get a freeze on Registeel. I mean, wow, what are the chances? Not only that, but as you can see, the amount of damage that I do with T-Bolt is not nearly enough to take him down in 2, 3, or 4 turns. It actually takes more than 5 turns for me to finish off this guy, especially because he's also holding the leftovers. And he actually stays frozen for the rest of the match against my Porygon 2. So I'm actually patting myself. I'm like, holy shit, I've never been this lucky before. This must be God standing behind me and telling me, son, you have the luck. Today you have the luck. So let's go ahead and HAX this guy to death. I actually feel very sorry for Zack, because he definitely did not deserve to be HAXed like this. And not only that, I was supposed to lose this match, which I don't believe I do. So you will see. Anyways, I go for the T-Bolt and finally take out the Registeel. He's gonna bring in his Mondo once again, and I'm gonna go for the Tri Attack. Now at this point, I know that he's holding the choice band, and a simple high jump kick will take me out, no matter what. Okay, but he gets the HAX. I mean, seriously, again 2 times, and then a freeze for like 7 turns on the Registeel. Not only that, but his Skelptile is also paralyzed, and guess what happens? I go for the Tri Attack, and he misses his Focus Blast. I mean, holy shit, what's happening right here? Like, everything is going downtown for this guy. I mean, I've never seen someone so unlucky, and he gets a HAX on this turn. I'm like, oh my god. This is definitely God standing behind me, giving me the luckiest luck ever, because this is unreal, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, he's gonna send out his last Pokemon, which is Dun Dun Dun. I don't remember your name. Awkward moments. Nah, just kidding. He's your Sharpedo, and I'm gonna go for the T-Bolt and take him out in one shot. Well, I cannot say this was a good game. I mean, I could say it was definitely the hexiest game I've ever seen in my entire life. Guys, thank you for liking this video, thank you for commenting on this video, and I will definitely check you guys later. Take care.